preview the big race, the 2024 Ladbrokes Cox Plate. What a fantastic field of 9 runners we have assembled. And as I bring in our form expert, Ben Calusi. Ben, it wouldn't be a Ladbrokes Cox Plate week without a little bit of drama.
Yeah, Nick, I was just saying, I've worked at the Valley for 4 years. We've had drama in all 4 Ladbrokes Cox Plate. No different this week.
As we go to the odds for the big race, look, Via Sistina, a little mishap there on Tuesday, but remains quite popular in the betting.
Yeah, she is quite firm. The favourite is, though, Prognosis from Japan. He's $3.40 from Via Sistina, $4.20. Pride of Jenny on the backup, $5. Broadsiding, $6. And Mr. Brightside is $8.
Now, as we go to the speed map, we know any race with Pride of Jenny you expect she'll be in front. Obviously, a little bit happened there in the early stages of the King Charles, but what about some of the other leading contenders in the Cox Plate?
Yeah, you would assume that Pride of Jenny will be a loose leader. She'll be a few lengths out in front. Evaporate and Royal Patronage, I think they will be the two who roll the dice and go forward. Via Sistina maps beautifully. Broadsiding in behind. Prognosis, he can miss the start, so that is worth noting. And Kovalika, he's probably on a Melbourne Cup path, so expect him to go back from barrier 9.
It's time to have a look at some of the key lead-up races and the key replays for this year's Ladbrokes Cox Plate. We start off with the Japanese contender in Prognosis. You mentioned he can miss the start, and that's what happened back on his last start on August 18th.
Yeah, exactly right. This was in the Sapporo Kinnan. He sweated up badly before the race, and then he blew the start 3 lengths. But if he can get it all right on race day, he's an absolute beast. He has world-class form around Romantic Warrior, who won the Cox Plate last year. It's just a matter of whether he can stay within reach.
Pride of Jenny, she is on the backup after contesting the King Charles. Did get beaten there, but certainly wasn't disgraced.
Certainly not disgraced. Major Beale did make her work in the early stages, and she was just left a little bit flat late, but she was still quite strong through the line. She's ticked the 2,000 metre box before, and I think she's going to be hard to run down, no doubt.
It was a mighty tough effort by Pride of Jenny. Via Sistina, well, she bounced back there last start in the Turnbull, getting back on firmer footing.
Yeah, the Turnbull was always a great form reference for the Ladbrokes Cox Plate. That's actually the highest last start rating coming into this. How will Tuesday affect her going into Saturday? I'm not entirely sure.
No, I don't think we'll know until 5 on Saturday. 3-year-old Broadsiding comes through the Caulfield Guineas, was a short price favourite on that occasion, just the track against him that day.
Yeah, absolutely. The track was against him. It was favouring those in the inside lanes. I still thought he regressed slightly off his first up figure, but of the 2 3-year-olds, he does look the one who's looking for 2,000 metres.
Now, last year's runner-up, Mr. Brightside, he's back again. Does love it here at the Valley. His last start, though, was in the Might and Power. A bit like Broadsiding, probably the track didn't quite help him there.
Potentially there is a little bit of that. We know he only missed in the Ladbrokes Cox Plate by a nose last year, but his Achilles heel does seem to be fast tempo at 2,000 metres. Deny Knowledge did it to him last start, and Pride of Jenny has done it a few times. So that's your query there.
Well, that will be a bit of a worry then coming into Saturday's race. It's time now to get your $100 betting strategy for the Cox Plate.
I am backing Prognosis. I think we're just backing on whether he jumps with the field. If he can be within a few lengths of Pride of Jenny as they approach the 400, then I think he runs her down.
Does look mighty hard to beat. I'll go with the 3-year-old Broadsiding going $60 to win, but I think Prognosis is going to be hard to beat. So he's thrown into a box Quinella with Broadsiding and Via Sistina. Well, that is the preview for the 2024 Ladbrokes Cox Plate. Promises to be a great race. We can't wait to see you here at the Valley.